handsome is in a proper pickle. At 33, he's a first-time buyer and should be in the perfect position. But there's a problem. He's petrified.
The mere idea of buying has left our doctor paralysed with fear. With no experience and little knowledge of what to look out for, he's come to us for some help.
It's been a bit scary, to be honest. The whole process of buying a place and going through the logistics of finding somewhere and then finding a nice place and then not getting horribly ripped off with the whole process has been, it's put me off.
After years as a skint student, Ian is now a fully trained clinical psychologist and has enough money saved to make his mark and buy. But this one is a panicked practitioner.
I hate haggling with people pretty much. I think I pay over the odds for almost everything. I've had jobs before where I've worked with some really scary, dangerous people, and that isn't at all freaky to me. But for some reason, dealing with bloody estate agents fills me with a sense of utter dread. I'm just a person trying to buy a house, and I feel like a little swimmer among sharks.
They're not sharks. They're estate agents with something you want. Property. A generation ago, house hunters of Ian's age, they might have been on their third or fourth house by now. And nowadays, there are literally thousands of Ians right across the country vying to get their first step on the ladder.
Ian really needs to get a grip, and fast. He's wasted too much time and money on rent for tiny rooms and shared houses. Time to grow up. Luckily, he has rented in Bristol for 5 years and knows where he wants to be.
The areas I think I want to live are kind of the green, leafy places, but not too far from the city centre, and there's quite a lot of that around, actually, Bristol. That's one thing Bristol's quite good for.
Well, seeing as Ian's a doctor, I think we should adopt a scientific approach to this search. The plan is to encourage him to go for somewhere that needs work, or even buy in an up-and-coming area.
Well, he is a late starter and needs to be outperforming the market.
I lack that hard-nosed kind of cheeky thing that you need to be able to knock people down. I think I'd just be tempted to give the asking price, or perhaps 2,000 more, you know.
It's lucky we're here, but it's going to be tough.
I hope he's ready to take on the challenge.
Can we talk about what it is you're looking for?
Yeah, I'm looking for a place not too dissimilar to where I am right now. It's quite spacious, and I'd like to keep that spaciousness. Somewhere quite quiet, quite leafy, a little bit tucked away from the world, and but not too far from the city centre.
And what are the drawbacks of the rented place?
It's kind of damp and cold, because the walls are very thin. There was a time when you could hear the couple upstairs having sex a great deal, which is not, well, it's not ideal, is it? And also, also there's a mouse in the place. I have a little mouse living with me, which is just...
You know what causes that? Eating Vicky's in bed.
Is that right?
I'm not at all troubled by the fact that you don't want to deal with estate agents. What does worry me, though, is if you were afraid of the physical structure, if you thought you wouldn't be able to paint walls, replace a kitchen, etc., etc.
Right. No, that doesn't worry me at all, actually. I'm not massively capable at doing things like that, but I'm enthusiastic about it.
So you're quite happy to go along for the ride with Phil and I? And
I think so, and see what you've got to suggest to me.
The thing that I'm worried about is that we'll find something.
Scared?
No, I'm not scared. I'm just worried that we'll find something, and if it has damp, or if it doesn't have the right windows, or if it doesn't have this, or if it doesn't have that, it's going to be a problem.
He says he's open to compromise. I think our problem will be finding a house in budget that's not on a busy road, that hasn't got a mouse, or shagging neighbours.
Sorry. Noisy neighbours aside, Ian's next worry is his budget. For a maximum of £195,000, he wants a 2-bed flat with space, light and a garden if possible. In the past 5 years, house prices have rocketed in North Bristol, with more and more people wanting to move here.
This means we've got some serious competition.
I can come and see it at 2:30 this afternoon.
Properties here are selling before agents have time even to print up the details.
So many of the flats that I'm coming up with are all developed flats. They're all going to look the same inside. It's not really what Ian's looking for.
We could show Ian a heap of these, but we wouldn't be doing our job if we only showed him the easy option.
So we've tracked down some stunning properties that will not only suit Ian, but will also add value, allowing him to play catch-up with the market. Remember, he's 33 and a first-time buyer.
But he's going to have to realise that compromise is the name of the game. And our first property means saying bye-bye to quiet leafy lanes. It's on the market at £180,000 and is packed with potential.
This flat is the biggest in terms of square footage that we've got to show you.
Right.
But it's on the busiest road of all the flats that we're showing you.
Yeah, that's really quite bad. This is a road I hurtle down, sometimes at great speed, and other people do too.
There are other greater reasons for bringing you here, and it's about value for money in terms of square footage here.
Right.
This is a very big flat.
We're determined to show Ian that if he can get over the road noise outside, this flat has lots of promise. It has a big separate kitchen, a light bathroom and 2 good-sized bedrooms. It's also crammed with original features, great news for resale. But Ian would need to be prepared to get his hands pretty dirty if he was going to do the work I believe this flat needs.
That room we've just come from, I envisage as a bedroom. Okay?
Oh, right, okay.
This paper structure comes down. This paper structure comes down. What we're making use of is that lovely window.
Right.
So come with me.
Okay.
So this is gone. All gone, all gone.
Oh my God, right.
So your sitting room runs from this wall right through there.
Okay.
It's across the whole of the back of this very wide house.
So what happens to the kitchen?
The kitchen is there.
Cleverly in the bathroom.
And the bathroom would be moved, so it's next to the sitting room. No more dark, dingy corridors.
What you want to do is utilise the quiet at the back of the house, create a really good entertaining space, and add value enormously to this property, which I really think that would do.
Right. Is it difficult to change bathrooms from
No,
one room
not
to
at all.
Is that not?
The difficult thing is to move the plumbing. Kitchen and bathroom plumbing is interchangeable.
Is that right?
You have to move the gas,
Okay.
but that's it.
I do hope we haven't pushed it too far with this one on the road. It's a strong flat, but he's certainly going to need some imagination. Also, I have to hope Kirstie doesn't go frightening him off with too many stories about knocking down walls.
No one should be frightened of knocking down walls, but this flat does need more than a facelift. It would be straightforward and reasonably cheap, but the look of fear in his eyes tells me he just can't see that.
You know, Phil, it occurs to me that that flat for a property virgin is a bit too Pamela Anderson.
Very good.
Hiya.
Hello.
How you doing?
That was quick.
Wasn't it?
Well, what do you think?
I think on balance, the only bit I like about that flat is the lovely windows in the back. It's just the noise of the traffic would absolutely do my head nothing.
You made that point clearly at the beginning. We just thought, we've got to throw it in.
We thought the
'cause it's
space.
big.
We thought
Sure.
the space.
So space isn't an issue. Ian just wants those quiet, leafy streets.
Well, his wish is our command, and our next appointment is actually a house, so probably not what Ian is expecting. But as he needs to take a giant leap onto the property ladder, this house and location could be the perfect launch pad.
We're here in St Paul's, which is next to Montpellier, which is next to St Andrews, which is the area you want to be in.
Yeah.
So we're 2 areas away from your favourite, but I think this area will benefit from the ripple effect of what's going on in St Andrews.
And what's the ripple effect?
Improving areas, pushing out and making the areas next door to them better.
If Ian bought here and the buzz of St Andrews spreads, property prices will soar. This end of terrace house has been on the market for 5 months, so a deal could be done on the asking price of £192,500.
We think it's got bags of potential, and because it's a house, you get a more traditional layout, which might suit our punter.
This gives Ian 2 reception rooms, a separate kitchen and 2 bedrooms. He even gets his own garden. It may be quirky at the moment, but nothing a good facelift wouldn't fix.
I really like the layout. I like the fact that it's got a huge bathroom, 2 decent-sized bedrooms, your own front door, which doesn't open onto your sitting room.
Well, yeah.
You can strip the floorboards, you can tap dance all night. It's nobody's problem but your own.
Right.
I think that's the joy of owning a house, freehold house, is that you've got complete control about what happens.
Sure. I'm slightly confused about the leasehold, freehold thing. But
If you live in a flat and you want to change the floor, you're going to have to ask permission of the freeholder. You only own the lease. He owns the structure, the fabric of the building.
Okay.
In a house, you're the freeholder. You do as you please.
I've got a feeling, though, that none of this really matters to Ian. He's driven by decor, and it will start to drive me mad. Just a quick lick of paint would totally transform this house.
Is it grabbing you in any way?
It sort of does. It sort of does. Not enormously, I have to say. It's just very oddly decorated. It's not how I'd have it.
I'm a bit of a chicken about the possibility of rain or cold.
Right.
So if you don't mind, I won't accompany you and Phil into the garden.
Actually, it's steep and she's got heels on.
Oh.
So come on.
Hasn't she
Ian.
just?
While I can see that this is hard for Ian, he needs to see that in this case, we're the doctor, he's the patient, and he needs to take our advice.
I don't know what we're going to do with Ian. He's very, very, very conservative about this entire process. He needs to think bigger and think longer term.
Do you appreciate the strength of having something that would work as an investment as well as somewhere to live?
Oh, for sure, yeah. And for someone, this would make a great investment and a nice living space, probably for someone with more stuff than me and with more people in their family than me.
I know it doesn't bother you now, but it's going to bother you when you come to sell it if you haven't maximised all that you could have done.
This is true, I understand that.
I'm not sure he does, you know.
You can take a horse to water.
But you can't make it buy a house.
No. He'll end up in a small little flat.
I know.
That he'll need to sell in 3 years and it won't have gone up in value.
I know. It does make me slightly insane when people won't see that.
You were insane years ago. But we all knew that anyway.
The more I walk around this house, the more I don't like it, actually. It's just really steeped in other people, and I'm not liking this at all.
So is there any chance of that growing on you, Ian?
I wouldn't say even the slightest chance.
Really?
Actually, no.
Ooh. 2 down, 2 rejections. You can take a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
So our next property is the Ian-friendly option. It's clean and totally move-inable. It's very close to the centre of town, but on a quiet street. It's on the market at £175,000.
This is the kind of street I think I thought of when I was going to move to Bristol. My sister used to live here, and she'd take me on weekends away from this dreadful boarding school I was in, and she'd bring me here, and there'd be these lovely, gorgeous Georgian houses, and so this kind of does fit that bill.
But for a peaceful lane with his budget, we've struggled with space. Will he cope with the open-plan kitchen?
And the other rooms in the flat are also smaller than we've seen. But it does have a good layout, and that wouldn't need altering. No walls to get scared of here, Ian.
On the raised ground floor, so we get fantastic ceiling height.
It is a nice room.
Now let's address the first issue,
Yes.
the kitchen.
Right. In an ideal world, I wouldn't have a kitchen that is so close to the dining room. But, you know, it's not a horrendous obstacle. In my mind, I had a bigger kitchen planned. But, as I've said, I'm prepared to compromise on a bunch of stuff.
Now, bathroom.
Ooh, I like the bathroom.
With a big window.
It's a really nice big window, and it's a really nice bathroom.
There's wooden floors underneath the carpet right through the floor.
Phil, come on, you know the rules. Nearly all leases say that you can't have stripped floors because it's a sound thing.
If you walk on a floor and the floor is attached to the wall, to the fabric of the building, that's the way the sound moves up and down the building.
Okay.
So if you have a floating floor that effectively floats above the existing one, the sound doesn't transfer.
Okay.
And the reason you could hear that couple upstairs having sex is probably because they had stripped floors. Right. I mean, I used to have a boyfriend, and when I stayed the night at his flat, it was like snap, crackle and pop.
Right.
You could hear... I know.
Can you expand on that? Because that's an expression I've not heard before.
You could hear the breakfast cereal going snap, crackle and pop.
Right.
Nothing else,
Right.
honestly.
That'll be that then.
Yeah, we believe you, Kirstie.
Now here we've got the little study, which is
Okay.
great, and here we've got the master bedroom.
Again, nice big window, isn't it?
Shame it's not a bigger room.
That's not a huge problem for me, I don't think. I'm
Really?
not after a massive bedroom. I'd rather have a bigger lounge living space.
That's what you always say, isn't it? You don't spend that
Much time in your bedroom. No, a bedroom should be light and sunny.
Yeah.
And a place where you want to wake up in the morning.
So what do you think to it then, Ian?
Well, I really liked it. It was great. It's the only house I've seen the only flat rather I've seen so far that I would think about putting an offer in.
Okay.
Oh, great.
We're not surprised he likes this place. It's easy peasy to move straight in. But he could do better. The problem is he doesn't get excited about the concept of adding value. But as a late starter, it's something he really needs to grasp.
But maybe our next appointment will really get the juices flowing, as it has a similar vibe to the last one, which he clearly liked. But this one's much bigger and in tip-top condition. Mind you, it'll cost him. It's 10 grand over budget.
You're in for a treat here, Ian.
Am I?
Well, it's a matter of opinion. Mm-hmm. I mean, what do you feel about the street and...
The street's nice enough. It's on a corner, isn't it?
Which I always think is very good because you get the vistas.
And this is a nicer kitchen than the other flat.
Throughout the last few days, it has become clear that Ian wanted somewhere for here and now and not for its future potential. So this should be a winner.
I don't get particularly excited when I see houses.
Why
like
is
this.
that?
It feels very much like a show home, and it feels like it's all been done. And if I was to move into here, I would camp in here. I wouldn't want to do anything to it, and I wouldn't feel compelled to do anything to it. And being as how the price is quite high, I wouldn't be able to do anything to it.
Well, we better move on then.
OK.
Oh, he's a contrary one.
So you see what we're up against here. 1 minute it's too big, then it's too small, too finished, not finished enough.
You're right, Phil. But I think this flat will have taught Ian a lesson and he'll have seen how short-sighted he's been. There's just no room to A, put his own stamp on the place, or B, make money and play catch-up with the market.
The only one so far that has slightly impressed the good doctor was the smallest flat that had the least potential of the lot.
I'm not prepared to let Ian settle for that, so we've made a final splurge on the blower to all the estate agents, and it might have turned up a little gem.
It's 17 grand over budget, but we love it and have managed to get Ian in the door before anybody else.
And it's right in the heart of his dream patch, still on a quiet road while 5 minutes from bars and restaurants.
But Ian's tough to please and even harder to read. Could this one be the cure?
Yeah, it's really, really nice. From the outside, it's beautiful, I'd say.
And the position?
Lovely. Nice road, nice area.
Did you see that? A smile.
Now, the joy about this is that it's a maisonette, but it starts at the bottom. So you really have the feeling of your own house.
OK, yeah.
On paper, this flat has it all. 2 levels, 2 good-sized bedrooms upstairs, a kitchen, dining room, communal garden and off-road parking.
This flat feels more like a house. It's simply massive. And although it does need some redecoration, the decor's not bad enough to put Ian off.
With some TLC, this place will easily make Ian a profit and be a great space to live in.
It's nice, I like it. There's nothing that makes me not like it at the moment. And it has a view, which is something we've hitherto not seen.
Yeah, absolutely. It has a really spectacular view from almost every window. So, this is your dining room. Do you reckon to that?
Well, it's not something that I require, but I guess it's a bonus.
Now, obviously, there's potential for knocking down that wall and making a great big kitchen diner, which would be lovely.
Wouldn't it just? That'd be with 2 windows in it, it'd be very light.
Go and have a look upstairs, Ian, and see what you think.
He's a man of very few words, and he's going to be a man of even fewer words when I finish with him. Unless he starts to show some enthusiasm. I can't read. I can't read what's going on with him.
You react so emotionally.
Yeah, but he comes in and goes, Maybe he loves this flat, but I'm certainly not the one that knows it.
It's a funny little room, but it's, I mean, as studies go, it's great. We have just the most spectacular view here. This is rapidly becoming my favourite flat. Hello.
Interesting up there?
Yeah, it was actually. It was nice. Yeah. Amazing views, and the bedroom was fine, and a really nice-sized little study.
What do you think it's on at?
I would imagine it's on for somewhere in excess of 190,000.
207,000.
But we would be taking the mick if we were showing you a flat at 207, which we thought couldn't be purchased for less than that. And we wouldn't do that. You're going to have to sleep on it.
I'm going to have to think about it and,
Yeah.
and pace around a lot and generally panic a lot this evening and get back to you tomorrow.
Okie-doke. Okay. Right.
Kirstie's going to buy me a drink.
I am not going to buy you a drink.
I think I need a man-to-man talk with Ian, but first he's got a lot to think about. He has to decide whether he wants a property to suit him right here, right now, or this over-budget maisonette that will stretch him, but is a fantastic investment for the future.
So how are you doing this morning, Ian?
Well, I'm in a state of some anxiety, but I'm doing okay. Overnight, I've come to the conclusion that the big, expensive flat is the one I want. Quite a lot more than the other one.
I'd encourage you to stretch now, to stretch financially now, because if in 18 months' time it then becomes comfortable, I think that's a sensible thing to do.
Well, listen, let's finish up the coffee and go and meet Kirstie.
Okay.
So the only one in the running now is the over-budget last-minute find. Yesterday, Ian loved the place for its space and location. But how does he feel today?
I have to do what most people do when they buy a flat for the first time, is they have to scrimp and save for a couple of years. And it would put me in that position, but in a way that's encouraging because that's what I feel I should be doing. I'm excited by it, I think, more than nervous. Obviously I'm nervous, but I think it feels like it's a thing I should be doing now. It feels good.
Ian's really gaining confidence and seems to be positive about this property. But there is still the question of the work that needs doing.
Ian, we spoke with the agent and also the vendor of the property himself. He's had a quote done for complete overhaul of all the windows of this flat for a little under £3,000.
Right. Okay.
The other bit of paper I've got is a quote done for the management company of the building to fix this damp patch in the dormer window. Quote of £1,233.
Okay. It would cost me that amount of money?
No, it wouldn't. The service charge, which is collected, I think is £30 a month.
Okay.
Would pay for this.
Right, sir.
Because there's enough saved up in the sinking fund.
Okay.
I think we need to go and put ourselves in a bit of neutral ground.
Right, let's go do that.
Top marks to Ian. He's taken our advice and pulled it together and is ready to make the biggest decision of his life. But what about the high asking price of £207,000?
I am incredibly loath to go over 200,000. That really would be killing me.
I wouldn't let you go over 200,000. You can't afford to make that flat into what it needs to be for you, for Ian's home. Oh, I think the answer is we shouldn't muck around. We should get on the telephone, if that's OK with you, Ian, and
Absolutely.
get on with negotiating.
Please do, and give them hell.
Well, let's talk numbers.
I'd like to start at 194, 195. I'd like to end at about 197.
That would be fantastic for me.
Stuart, hi. I won't beat around the bush. We've got £194,000 to offer. Yeah. Yes. Oh, Stuart! We can't clear two. We can't clear two. We can't. We just can't. Okie doke. Brilliant. Bye. He said his client wants something beginning with a 2. Well, that suggests to me that that flat was valued at 200,000.
Let's cut to the chase. Go back to the agent. 197
or bust.
Right. I'm bullish about this. I was sitting with Ian when you called, and he looked at me and he just said, 197 or plan B. OK, brilliant, bye.
Neatly done, if I may say so myself.
I wanted to reflect Ian's confident tone on this.
Yeah. Put the emphasis back on them, let him sweat about it for 48 hours. It's not going to be snapped out from under you.
So the offer of 197 grand is on the table.
But the vendor isn't budging, so overnight Ian has agreed to climb an extra grand, and lo and behold, it's accepted.
3 months and several more sleepless nights later, the doctor's in the house. Well, flat.
I've got this big plan to take a sledgehammer to the wall, separating the kitchen and the dining room, and thereby making this enormous, fabulous room.
Ian, I'm so proud.
Past performance may be no guide to the future, but last summer, not even Bristol's drizzle could dampen the market as it outperformed the rest of the UK.
And ranked within the top 20 in the world in terms of property price growth.
So our house hunters need to be ready and realistic. My pair, Mum Linda and eldest daughter Laura, have been given the unenviable task of finding a Bristolian property to suit all the generations. Laura currently rents with her partner in the buzzing Bristol suburb of Portishead, 2 hours up the coast from the family home and self-catering holiday business in the National Trust village of Allsopp.
How can you beat where we live now?
Yeah, we've been spoilt, haven't we? Yeah.
100% spoilt in location. But one day we will have to leave because it is a business and a home, and we can't separate the two.
This new pad needs to fit the family at different stages. Initially, it's for office administrator Laura and her partner Jason. In a few years, it'll be handed down to younger sister Jess. Then, in a decade or so, Linda and hubby Brian will retire into it.
We can't give them money for a deposit. We haven't got it to give them. So for them to then have that opportunity to be able to save for a deposit, we can give them that.
We're looking for a property that sort of can just help everyone, but it's hard.
Linda and Laura are taking the lead on this search and will present their choices for the others to sign off on, which might be tough, knowing how families can be.
Laura wasn't too keen on Jess when she was little and did try to kill her a few times.
It's the other way round.
Along with Jason, budding artist Laura currently enjoys both the Portishead bars and the leafy views from their rented flat. It's obvious her childhood setting has had quite an impact on her and this search.
I am inspired by woodland and whimsical country and Beatrix Potter and all of that stuff. When you live here, you don't realise it at all. And then you go to a city and you realise fields, I need fields. That's what's perfect about Portishead, where we live now.
Keep the country feel, but be closer to the city. What could be simpler?
We're hoping that Phil is going to bring all his expertise, and his negotiating skills, I think, are better than mine.
Not really. Yeah. That's a big thing to ask. But...
I think you'll need all those powers to negotiate your way through this family's wish lists, Phil.
No, I'm only sitting here with 2 of you, but there are obviously quite a few more people involved in this.
Yeah.
What have you been struggling with in the search so far?
It's the distance between us. You have to think, is it good enough for Mum to come up and see it?
To see one property which might not be up to scratch.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the specifics of the property then. So the budget is 230.
Yeah.
What are we looking for?
2 bedrooms, some outside space would be fab. It would be lovely if we did get parking.
What about condition of it?
We're sort of both ways, aren't we?
Yeah.
It would be wonderful to just go straight in and live in it, but equally having a bit of a project.
Brian is #1 DIY man.
Okay.
We love character.
And light. We both need light.
Absolutely.
We're really going to have to be on our game because there's an awful lot of people that need to get here to make a quick decision on a really important thing that's going to cost several £100,000 and is the family future. We're not mucking about here.
No, we're not.
Have you got a helicopter?
I'll ask Kirstie.
Want me to pilot your search too, Phil?
I'm in the driving seat here, thank you. With their 230 grand budget, Linda and Laura and Brian and Jess and Jason want a sense of the country but close to the action.
A spare bedroom for Mum and Dad to stay in when visiting.
Light is key, and Laura needs good space for her art.
Character and outside space are important too.
And they'd like convenient parking. I'm focusing around the areas I think can deliver on most of those. The seaside town of Clevedon, Portishead, where Laura and Jason rent, and Ham Green. Got me a brolly? Excellent.
I left my coat at home.
Well, you've got the brolly, I haven't got a brolly.
I
I
know.
haven't got any hair to protect me either.
So how's your search going?
Well, it's going to be complicated simply because I've got lots of decision makers. That's my worry. More than can I find the house, it's will they all agree.
Indeed, Pip. Neither time nor the weather are on our side.
For their 230 grand, Linda, Laura and family want a bit of a buzz, but also a sense of the country. A tough remit with any budget, but Ham Green has provided a gem. As far back as the 15th century, this area was home to many of the River Avon pilots. So hopefully that famous seamanship rubs off to help me navigate this potentially tricky search.
They are pretty flats.
From the outside, it has a little bit of character, although it's more of a new build as well.
That is a bicycle lane.
Jason sold.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. Oh, great. It's got a pub.
Oh, Brian will be all right.
Yeah, the men are fine then.
Want to come in?
Yeah.
Or should we just go to lunch?
No, let's go in.
Come on then.
Bit early for lunch, Phil.
Never. But I do have butterflies in my belly about this one. They viewed a ground floor flat across the park, but the lack of light put them off. So this dual aspect lounge with its balcony and views should get them going. The vista from the dining table is also exactly what they're after, and the country feel continues.
The master bedroom has got great views to the shared back garden, as does the smaller spare room. So great space for Laura to draw and write.
The family want convenient parking, so the garage is a real bonus. For the Bristol market, it's been on a while, so I think I could get the 2,349.50 asking price down to within their top budget of 230.
Come on in. The focus of the flat is this room.
Lovely.
Like it.
Really
lovely and
lovely.
light.
And of course, it's got the balcony.
Very nice.
Oh, that is lovely.
That's lovely.
So that's your woodland walk.
Yeah,
That's
tick
Jason's
that.
cycle path.
Yeah.
They're doing your job for you, Pip.
When you did that, the sun came out, and I went. I
just
got a
felt
feeling.
it.
We've only been in one room.
Yeah.
You're making my job look easy. Let's have a look at some more.
After that start, I hope the bedrooms are up to scratch.
This is nice and wide. Oh, there's a cat.
Oh, hello, pussy. Oh, pussycats go. Oh, it's a black cat. That's lucky.
People often talk about wanting somewhere that's going to give them the feeling, but it's a very difficult thing to put into words. So I'm just really, really pleased that that flat absolutely gave Linda the feeling. She was coming up in goosebumps and everything.
Quite big windows as well.
Really
letting
big.
a lot of light. The cat is like, oh, have you seen this room?
He's like a feline Phil.
I bet he couldn't handle a garage door.
Great space.
Oops.
Nor can you, apparently.
Not so good space if it knocks me out.
Wow.
Really, really useful space. Does it still give you that feeling?
Yeah, but there are things that could be improved. The second bedroom, it would be perfect for what Laura would need it for. It'd be great for her art.
Yes.
But for us coming to stay, you couldn't get a double bed in there. Bit of a squeeze, but that could be the compromise. But it's a really good start.
Now we're going to see if we can beat it.
Might not be so easy after that reaction.
Trust me, Kirstie, I've got some crackers in store.
Now, tucked away up here is a very pretty stone-built 1800s cottage.
Gorgeous.
That's very lovely.
When you said that you wanted to mix country with town, we are in the centre of it, but it's like its own little enclave.
It's picturesque, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is.
Come on in.
OK, thank you.
It's even got its own squirrel napkin.
I know. Perfect inspiration for Laura's drawing, yet still so close to the buzz she wants. The whole family want outside space, and here they've got it front and back. On the ground floor, there's a dining kitchen, which opens through to this cosy living room, and unlike Property 1, there are lots of the interior features thereafter.
On the first floor is the master bedroom, which looks out onto the front garden. The bathroom has a perfect mix of style and character, and I think they'll love the exposed stonework, which you also see in the top floor double bedroom.
The charm inside and the extra space outside could well knock Property 1 off its perch, and the price is pretty attractive too. Bang on budget at £230,000.
Come on in.
Very good.
Yeah.
The house is over 3 floors, so you've got quite a lot more space. Little courtyard out the back there.
Oh, you're great.
How's it sitting with you?
I'm not feeling it.
But yeah, you did want somewhere with character and history.
Yeah. The light issue.
With the old cottage, you get thick walls. With thick walls, you get a compromise to levels of light.
Yeah.
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 Let's head on up.
Not the initial reaction I'd expected from Linda, but I do think this cottage provides things Property 1 didn't.
Good reason why this house could potentially suit you is the second bedroom is also a lovely double.
It seems like if you described the house to me, that sounds like the dream property. But I think something just doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
Linda's face says it all, Phil.
I still feel the charming bathroom and loft bedroom could win them over.
Oh, this is nice, isn't it?
Yeah, really gorgeous.
Nice.
That bath.
Yeah.
I love that exposed stone there as well.
Really good.
This should tick all the boxes, but it doesn't seem to have given them the feeling, and yet the first flat really did give them the feeling, and yet it didn't tick nearly as many boxes.
Well, it's on the level with the garden. That's nice, isn't it? And the stone exposure there is nice on the windows.
It's a cracking cottage, Pip, but I'm not sure Linda's convinced.
We've gone from being up high with open views to being down and feeling quite...
A little bit oppressive,
oppressive,
isn't it?
yeah.
Is there anything that I can learn from being here?
Probably don't listen to what we want because we don't know. I think light, we've learned, is
the biggest
real important feature.
Will your other halves, both of them, agree?
They certainly will.
Definitely.
So you need to search for the light, Pip.
This is the flat that Laura rents. Morning.
Good morning.
I thought I'd come collect you today.
Oh, that's very kind.
Yesterday, it was really clear, particularly for you, Linda, that everywhere it is about the feeling. What is it about here that gives you all the feeling?
We're up on a hill, we're elevated, so you get beautiful views. Yeah. It's just a gorgeous location.
Well, the first place we're going to see, I've got the keys.
Oh.
And it's out this way.
Is it your flat?
No, it's the top floor flat.
Oh. I've gone all goosey already.
Come on.
Linda's going to get a rash if you keep goosebumping her, Phil.
It's just the effect I have, and the effect I'm confident this flat will have too. They love the building and the views from Laura and Jason's ground floor rental, and they've never seen the even better view from this top floor living room. Stunning.
Unlike Laura's one, here there are 2 bedrooms with porthole windows in the smaller double. What would be the master is being used as a dining room, but in terms of adding space and value, if they went into the loft for a massive master bedroom, they could then knock through the smallish kitchen to create a huge kitchen diner.
It's the perfect location, it's got bags of potential, but price was one of the reasons they hadn't considered it. Although I think I could negotiate it closer to their 230 grand top budget.
Oh, wow. I can see a lot more than you.
And yours is only one bed.
Ah.
Yeah, sorry, didn't I say this is a two-bedroom
No,
flat?
you didn't mention that.
Anything else up your sleeve, Pip?
Come and have a look at this. It's a massive attic.
Oh no, I wish you hadn't opened that door.
And that would make it more housey as well if you have
Be
different...
like a three-storey house, wouldn't it? You'd have cupboards all along there, great storage, and then you'd look at the stars from your bed.
Linda's got the vision, and I think she'll like the potential profit from doing the work. If converted, it could add 80 grand to the value.
Amazing potential.
Up there.
Yeah.
You're going to ring Brian and he's going to go, Phil, what the hell have you done?
He said he had one more project in him.
Did he?
Did he say that?
It's not like there's nowhere to sleep whilst the work gets done. In this market, you need to keep your eyes peeled for any opportunity.
It's a good size.
Nice, yeah, quite a nice size. It could
Really worth
it could
thinking
be
about.
amazing, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Obviously, the budget is a concern, but what may happen is the long-term potential of developing the loft could outweigh a short-term issue of actually going over budget to buy the flat in the first place. I don't know what's going to happen, but it did give her goosebumps.
And plenty of food for thought, I imagine.
Lots of smiles.
We're in the location that we know and love. We're walking distance from everything.
Yeah.
Very
It's
confusing
sort of
and
thrown a...
span in the works.
But we've got another flat to see anyway. So let's do that and then we'll see where we're at.
Yeah.
We mustn't forget that you did really like that first flat. It was nice and simple.
Once again, not quite what they said they wanted, but it feels like it could be everything they need. And for our final flat, we're heading down the coast to the seaside town of Clevedon. With the only intact Grade 1 listed pier in England, fantastic scenic walks, and the socialising and shopping hub of Hill Road, it's no wonder Kirstie's come along on this one.
So what would you think about living near here?
Gorgeous boutique.
Really, really would do it for me.
Yeah, would it?
Yeah.
Well, the flat we're going to look at is that one up there.
Wow. Look at those windows.
Yeah.
It is beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful.
They are amazing.
Come on then.
If Linda loves the view in, I can't wait till she sees the view out.
I agree. Light has pretty much become their top priority, and this flat is brilliantly bright with lots of character, potential and space. In fact, it's over 50% bigger than Property 1, which they loved. 2 of the 3 huge front windows belong to the living room, with its high ceilings and retro-tiled fireplace. The other belongs to what could be a dining room or a third bedroom.
Every room has the bright feel they want. The huge bathroom's got a skylight. The kitchen is opposite and is a decent size, although it needs a bit of TLC. At the back, there are 2 big double bedrooms, both with period fireplaces, and the view from either would inspire Laura's art.
Although it's top of budget at £230,000, being over empty commercial premises limits the mortgage options available, which may be why it's been on the market for 10 weeks. I reckon we could get it for around £225,000.
Now this is a massive flat.
Oh, wow. That light is gorgeous.
Yeah.
So,
More goosebumps.
I think it's one of the nicest flats I've seen in a long, long, long time. You could go to the bakery in your pyjamas, come back, make yourself a piece of toast and eat it in bed.
Yeah.
Who wants to see what?
I'd love to see everything.
Okay, come with me. I can show you everything.
Come on, Laura.
I'm so excited.
Just the reaction I'd hoped for, and lots more to see.
Really? Oh, quite special. You've got the trees, you've got that little path weaving its way up.
Yeah. And quiet.
Seriously, just...
The joy of silence.
And of balance.
It's quite nice to be sort of in the hustle and bustle, but I don't think it's a too busy street, so you get sort of a balance.
How do you think your mum is dealing with this whole viewing of flat business?
We've been looking for months before, and never has she had these reactions. So it's funny that she's had like almost 3 in a row.
Deciding which, if any, they want to go for won't be easy.
What do you think?
I'm blown away. Look at it.
It's a gorgeous view.
I think it's amazing.
Well done, sir.
I mean, I have properly confused them, particularly Linda.
No, I don't think they're confused. I think they'll go for this one.
Do you?
Yeah.
Well, I don't mind which one they go for.
Right,
Shall I
that's
keep
enough
going?
now. Phil, you were not working in Bristol.
Bristol's a little tougher.
You are basically Ben Nevis and I am Everest.
I might not be in the city centre, but the flats have certainly peaked.
Still smiling.
It's a big smile.
How are the goosebumps?
They are.
Still with
Still
you.
out.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's a top end of budget.
No, it's not. It's on budget.
Okay.
And we could get 10 grand off.
That's, you've been told.
Remind me again why I invited you along, Kirstie?
Cheer up, Phil. Seems we've both got 3 in the running.
This week we're in Bristol, where I've got 3 in the running with Linda and Laura.
Never has she had these reactions. So it's funny that she's had like almost 3 in a row.
And I've also scored a hat-trick with Craig and Rich.
Ooh, now you're talking.
Although Mum Linda and daughter Laura are doing the house hunting, the flat they're looking for is for all the Garners to live in at different times. So Dad Brian and youngest sister Jess are joining to narrow the options. First stop, property 1 in Ham Green.
3 aspects, 3 windows, so it's nice and light.
Yeah.
I actually like it.
I
really do like it. Yeah. It's this.
Yeah.
That's what sold it to me.
I like that. That's lovely.
Something you can step out to, Brian.
Yeah, I like that.
And you could sit here in the morning with a coffee.
With a coffee, yeah.
Yeah.
Sold on the living space, but Linda did have reservations about the second bedroom.
This is the smallest of the bedrooms.
Quite compact.
Yeah, but if you think there's a lot of furniture in here at the moment, which you wouldn't have if it was a spare bedroom.
Hot off the heels of Ham Green, we're now all convening in Clevedon.
Given that you've just come from the first flat, how has it been here?
Feels smaller.
Really?
To me, though it's high ceiling, I think the living area here feels
Yeah, the living area is smaller.
enclosed.
That's the project. You knock through there and this living area will suddenly grow another third.
Linda did say Brian had one more project in him.
You're right, even if you don't take it right out to the top.
Yeah, I'd rather have it one big room. I think it would look nicer.
Well, I'm hoping that they go for the first flat. Because I've got money riding on it. 50p.
And it'd be so light, because you can see the
Last of the big Spencers.
How are you getting on?
It's nothing that is too overwhelming. It's just getting rid of the stuff and the rubble.
With a tiny, narrow lane.
Yes, with parking difficulties outside, so you can't put a skip out
You're
there.
going to have to apply and apply and apply.
I think we need to have a proper Garner family conflab.
I think we really do.
Yeah.
It's a big decision and needs to fit the family for many years to come. And at the close of the Garners discussion, I need to find out the result.
Well, it was nice to meet Brian and Jess, but actually we still haven't talked about the property 3, because you like that as well. Worth the thinking that.
In terms of light,
Yeah,
a
there
little
wasn't
problem there, wasn't there?
that one room where you could see that view was amazing.
yes.
But that was the only room.
So that one is out of the equation.
Yeah, definitely. And flat 4 could be amazing, but the actual getting it to where you would want it to be, we know it could take a long time, a lot of money.
So where does that leave us?
It leaves us with flat 1 when Jessie and Brian visited that one. Their reaction was very similar to my first reaction. Well, Brian said, I really like it. And you know, it is all important that it's right for everybody.
It's on the market at just under 235. I think you'd be doing well to buy that for less than 230. What do you want to do?
I was going to say 225.
She's my kind of house hunter.
You okay?
Nervous.
Paula, hi, it's Phil Spencer. Hi. So I have got an offer for you. It's an offer of 225,000. Yeah. Thanks so much, Paula. Good luck. Cheers. Bye-bye. She's going to call them right away. She doesn't think they'll accept 225. We've got some work to do.
Let's drink gin.
I've got some.
Like I said, my kind of house hunter.
Hi, Paula. Yes. How'd you get on? Right. Okay. Can I just ask you to hold? Thanks. No to 225. Any increase she thinks would probably do it. I mean, if you could put another couple in the pot, could you get to 227?
Yeah.
We've got 227 on the table, Paula. Thanks, babe. I think that might do.
You think it will?
Driving a hard bargain is always a test of nerve.
What news? Accepted. Thank you so much. 227, all done. Brilliant. Paula, thank you so much. Fantastic news. Bye-bye. Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
Well done.
That's brilliant.
Wow.
That is so good.
You okay?
Sorry.
And I won my bet.
Yay! Thank you so
That
much.
is good. Many congratulations.
Cheers. Thank
Good
you
flat.
so much. Thank you.
Linda had the feeling right from the start, and the whole family have won in the end. But it's not all bad in Bristol. 6 weeks on, and my family are on the home straight.
This week we should have the mortgage confirmed, and then in 6 to 8 weeks' time we should get the keys. It's gone so smoothly.
It's time they put their feet up and let the rest of the family take the strain from here.
Get Dad on his DIY, Jason on the painting.
We are thinking about interiors.
And put your art on the wall would be lovely.
Just as they wanted, it's a house the whole family can benefit from.
The one property that I could really imagine all of us living in, but at different times.
The girls can both end up getting on the property ladder by having this facility for them to save.
And a great spot for Linda and Brian when they finally retire.
It's going to be great for us all.
That's one home and 5 happy customers. Result.